We are on BS alert. Nancy Mace just shut down Jasmine Crockett in Congress over women's rights. Y'all gotta see this.
Somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, trans, trans so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or
Do
not
call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those emails
I have broken
actually
more
have
glass ceilings than
Chairman, I am reclaiming my time.
You will not do that. I am not a child.
I am reclaiming my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr. Chairman, the committee is not in order.
Order.
Point of order.
Order.
Yeah. Man, I ain't gonna lie, there was some tension up in that thing. You probably cut that thing with it, I would tell you that. You see, Jasmine Crockett, she kind of has this, how do I say, arrogant aura about herself when she's conducting herself in these meetings and things of that nature. And today she met her match, bro. She met her match. Now, we know Nancy Mace, she's been somebody who's been championing the idea of not allowing men and women's spaces and vice versa, men and women's sports and vice versa. And of course, she's been receiving backlash for that. But come on, dog. Common sense, for whatever reason, is receiving backlash and received backlash all last year. Now, in terms of if they was to duke it out, I don't know. I don't know who would take the win. I'm just gonna be real. I ain't seen neither one maneuver. And as somebody who boxes, you don't know. I'm just saying, you look at somebody on the street, you can never tell sometimes. You know what I mean? Somebody asked, how on earth did she get elected? She's dumber than a box of rocks. Again, Democrats keep electing DEI, which makes DEI looks even stupid. And I ain't gonna lie, I had to literally clean that up. I did, because y'all be crazy. I'm not finna be the content creator to sit here and be all on Jasmine Crockett. Oh, this ghetto girl. Like, you know, I'm sure many viewers would love to see a black man sit there and call another black woman ghetto. Is she acting ghetto? Yes. But in terms of me trying to market that and all that, like these other content creators, no specific shade to nobody specifically. I'm just saying that's just not my thing. I may, call her a little cuckoo, or a Democrat or a liberal or unhinged and all that, but yeah. Why do Democrats do these weird hand gestures? It seems to be a thing now, somebody said. I probably gotta watch that over so I can see what happened. But yeah, Crockett constantly bringing up transgender issues during the committee meeting. I knew that there was more at stake than just policy discussion, for sure. When Nancy Mace, stood up at Crockett and calling Alpha, trying to belittle her for saying child. Child, listen. Of course, you can feel the tension now. Y'all, we know, we're not silly, we're not stupid here. We know what child means when they talk about child, please. Whoa. However, in that context, you can't bring that sort of rhetoric. And now you got people online saying, yo, child, they know what child meant. Child didn't mean that. Hey, child literally means child, okay? Like, oh my God. But it wasn't just a verbal spat, man. It was a clear signal that Mace was not going to let Crockett's rhetoric dominate the conversation on civil rights. But how did the confrontation escalate in the first place? And what does it mean for the future of the civil rights debates in Congress?
Coming from a party that can't define what a woman is and won't give women the right to privacy. You all want men with chicks with in the bathroom with us. You want women to be forced to undress in front of men in the locker room and in dressing rooms. And it's so hypocritical for you to sit here and say and be, screaming from the rooftops about right to privacy and civil rights when you don't respect women and you don't respect women who've been raped, women who are victims of sexual abuse. And you want me, a victim of rape, a survivor of rape, to go into a locker room and be forced to undress in front of a man? You have to be effing kidding me.
As Nancy Mace wrote with this video she posted, somebody had to say it, okay? The left is oppressing, women and sexual assault survivors every single day. And they deserve the right to privacy. End of story. I said, we deserve, like, I'm a leftist. Like, I just identified as a woman right then and there. I just did exactly what she was against. You see that? Excuse me. But the fact that this is even a debate is sickening. You know, somebody said, as a husband of a wife and a father of a daughter, I would not want any man in the restroom or any. Oh yeah, man. Like, I had to read it. I mean, in today's time, having to read that sentence and go, did he just say what I think he said? Even though you didn't just read that, is it goes to show you just literally the state of the world that we're living in right now. But yeah, man, as a survivor of that, Nancy Mace, that is, when Crockett said that the fear of rape is a fantasy, she felt personally attacked to speak out. Now, I was seeing that being reported online. If I'm being honest, when I watched the video, I didn't see that part personally. I'm just being honest. So I'll say alleged on that part. I'm not trying to sit here and misrepresent nothing. I probably got to go listen again. But yeah, man, I wouldn't want to be belittled in any kind of way, especially when you're dealing with that type of stuff, you know. But how would this personal stance, if true, affect somebody like Nancy Mace's political career and standing and the broader discussion on women's rights? Because, you know, she was up there trying to pick a fight.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, I don't know what's going on today. I find it extremely rich and offensive. So we're talking about civil rights. I'm the former ranking member on the Civil Rights Subcommittee, something I believe in civil rights and civil liberties of all Americans. And we were talking about infringement of individual people. Also, quote, the right to privacy of individuals. Coming from a party that can't define what a woman is and won't give women the right to privacy. You all want men with chicks with in the bathroom with us. You want women to be forced to undress in front of men in the locker room and in dressing rooms. And it's so hypocritical for you to sit here and say and be, you know, screaming from the rooftops about right to privacy and civil rights when you don't respect women. And you don't respect women who've been raped, women who are victims of sexual abuse. And you want me, a victim of rape, a survivor of rape, to go into a locker room and be forced to undress in front of a man?
I don't understand how people don't realize how practical this is. It's like, dude, you got testicles, you move on. If you don't got testicles, if you got testicles, y'all go in this room. If you don't got testicles, y'all go in this room. Very simple. I don't see why people make it such a big deal. Forget how you feel. We can all feel how, you know, a certain kind of way any and every day. But feeling is not objective, okay? You know, I can feel like Elon Musk didn't create Tesla and SpaceX and I can feel like he didn't buy X, but that doesn't make it true, okay?
You have to be effing kidding me. So I don't want to hear about you talk about rights, individual rights, civil rights, because you can't find the courage from the 60s to fight for women all around America, fight for women like me, every single woman. And as a rape survivor, I shouldn't have to explain to you why women have rights and why women, when we're in the bathroom, when we're in the locker room, when we're in a dressing room, why I don't feel safe when there is a man. And the fact that we're going here and we're going to say all these things is the ripeness of hypocrisy on the Hill. People need to tell the truth. And if we're going to talk about the rights of individuals, we have to talk about it. Everybody has rights, including women. And at some point, men are infringing on the rights of women. We just had it today. We just had a vote about protecting women and girls in sports. And I believe it wasn't one, it was two people from the Democrat Party who voted to protect women's rights in sports today. Two, yeah. So this is, Mr. Chairman, this is a deeply offensive conversation to me today. We want to talk about real freedom. Women have freedom in this country. Women have the freedom to go to a private women's only space.
What's sad is also women, leftists, liberals will hear this and go, F you, F you. Like somebody's quite literally saying, hey, I'm fighting for women's rights. I'm fighting for our safety. And somebody else goes, oh, you're not fighting for our safety. You're depriving somebody else up. It's like, yo, I'm depriving a biological man from being able to go use the bathroom with you. Like, dude, Like, can we just have it to where, like, if you up north, like, you either blue or red, and then if you down south, it's the same thing. Like, can we just all go to one region of the U.S.
and not see a man in it? Women have the right to change and not be feared that somebody with their sexual perversion, someone who's confused about their gender, we have the right to feel safe in these spaces. We have the right to know that we're not going to have trans people filming us in the bathroom. How many of these trannies are taking selfies? These men are taking selfies in women's spaces, in the bathroom. It's gross. It's disgusting. So if we're going to talk about civil rights, let's talk about the rights of women in this country and how you are stripping them away every single day. And you're doing it in your legislation. You're doing it in your messaging. You're doing it on X. You're making women feel unsafe in this country. And you're making the opportunity for women and girls to be raped, to be sexually abused in this country, even greater than they've ever been. So don't come over here with your attitude and talk to me about rights when you're trying to take my rights as a woman, a rape survivor, away. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
When I watched that clip, I promise you, my mind was just like this the whole time. It was just like, wow. We are so back, y'all. Trump getting back, but we are so back. I just wanted to make sure I had that up in there. I just really did. Nancy Mace and her giving her point, putting her point across like that. It was definitely a moment for her to reinforce her position. Not just as a politician, but as a woman advocating for women's civil rights and somebody whom was a survivor of that. And, you know, she definitely understood that it wasn't just about her. It was about ensuring that women's issues didn't get lost in the whole political noise, all of that. But will this stands by Nancy Mace shift back to women's rights and legislative discussions is what somebody is questioning. Now, let me see if we can get to this next. Oh, my God. Y'all, look. Oh, my God. Bruh. Bro, what? Like, oh, man, I can't even think of that, bro. You got Jamie Foxx over here, the Wanda character he plays on, what was it, Living Color, Wanda? But how they said Sarah posted this and this is how Crockett looked going after Nancy Mace, and they say Democrat hood rat as the name on there. Oh my gosh, this this I can't lie, that is funny. Somebody says, "Side, do I need to roast her again?" And of course, you see all the laughing emojis in the comment section right now. Yeah, man. What reading Jasmine Crockett reading the bit. Oh my gosh, they taking it out. Hold up. The hood, I think that will never be her. I mean, that will be her new nickname. She doesn't even look this good. Nah, I ain't no hater, man. I don't care what y'all say. You know, she's not an ugly woman by any means. I don't care what y'all say. You know, you see people saying ghetto, the word ghetto again, ghetto trash. I'm not saying that she's not acting ghetto either. I was just saying I didn't want to be one of those content creators that's constantly trying to reinforce that. Yeah, I'll probably have a talk with myself. I'll have a talk with myself about that, see how I feel about it, because I'm over there like, man, you know, you're a YouTuber, bro. Like, anyhow, OMG, I literally just, how do you say that? Aspirated my water? I don't know what that means. So yeah, and Living Color was the best network. So I'll let y'all see the picture one more again. Oh, look at this, y'all. They got them sparring right here. Uh-oh, hold up. They matching, though. They look like they on teams. I don't know about that. Let's scroll up real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. That is hilarious. So what exactly did we learn between this fiery exchange involving Nancy Mace and Jasmine Crockett? It's clear that the clash over civil rights in Congress isn't about policy. It's about respect, recognition, and representation. Yeah, them R's. Respect, recognition, representation. I'm about to go ahead, you know, you that right there, R-E-F-E-E. Anyhow, the question remains, will this confrontation lead to a more balanced discussion on civil rights, or will it further polarize an already divided political landscape? I have my money on Trump is in gonna be in there on January 20th. So stay tuned. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this story. And remember to like, share, and I'm not about to tell y'all to like, share, and subscribe.